What if I told you that your every decision, what you eat, who you love, what you dream, was never truly yours to begin with, that your freedom is just a story you tell yourself? But what if there was a way to reclaim that story, not through rebellion, but through reason? Today we confront one of the greatest questions of human existence and unlock the mind of the philosopher who dared to answer it, Immanuel Kant. Freedom. It is the banner of revolutions, the soul of democracy, the dream of the human heart. But beneath the poetry, the philosophers asked, what is freedom, really? Is it the absence of chains, the ability to choose between vanilla or chocolate, peace or war, silence or speech? Or is freedom something deeper, something harder to grasp, and perhaps something that doesn't even exist? Because here lies the paradox. If the universe is governed by natural laws, laws of physics, biology, psychology, then every thought, every action must be the effect of something else. A cause, a condition, a neuron firing because of what came before. So are we free, or just passengers on a ship steered by causality? It was Immanuel Kant, the sage of Königsberg, who answered not with despair, but with a revolution in thought. Immanuel Kant was born in 1724 in Königsberg, in what is now Kaliningrad. His life was quiet, his habits strict, almost mechanical. But inside that seemingly simple life brewed some of the most complex ideas Western philosophy would ever know. Kant's masterpiece, The Critique of Pure Reason, changed the trajectory of modern thought. It was in these pages he tackled the ultimate challenge, reconciling freedom with determinism. He didn't destroy reason, he redefined it. He didn't deny science, he gave it limits. And when it came to freedom, he didn't abandon it, he rebuilt it from the inside out. To understand Kant's view on free will, we must understand his two-world theory, the phenomenal and the noumenal. The phenomenal world is the world of appearances, the realm we experience through space, time, and causality. Here, everything is subject to natural laws. In this world, you are not free. Every action has a cause, every cause a prior cause, all the way back to the beginning of time. But beyond the phenomenal lies the noumenal world, the world of things in themselves, untouched by perception, unchained by causality. Kant argued that you, the self, are both a part of nature and something more. As a physical being, you exist in the phenomenal world, but as a moral agent capable of reason and ethical choice, you belong also to the noumenal realm. And it is there, in that unseen space beyond appearances, that freedom lives. Kant's philosophy was never just about abstract thought, it was about moral responsibility. He believed that freedom is the necessary condition for morality. Why? Because to hold someone morally accountable, they must have the freedom to choose right from wrong. If we are nothing but puppets of biology and physics, then punishment, praise, guilt, and duty are all illusions. But Kant didn't believe morality was an illusion. He believed it was the highest expression of human reason. And so he proposed this. Even if we cannot prove freedom through science, we must presuppose it as a rational being. It is not something we see, it is something we must will. Freedom, then, is not the ability to do whatever you want. That is impulse, not liberty. True freedom for Kant is autonomy, the ability to govern yourself by universal moral laws that your own reason gives you, to act not from desire, but from duty, to choose what is right, not what is easy. This is the heart of Kant's idea of free will. Freedom is not the absence of constraints, it is the alignment with rational, moral necessity. This leads us to one of Kant's most famous contributions, the categorical imperative. This is the law of freedom, not written by kings or gods, but by reason itself. It says, act only according to that maxim, by which you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. In simpler terms, before you act, ask yourself, What if everyone did this? If your action cannot be universalized without contradiction, it is not morally free. It is enslaved to desire, ego, or impulse. So when you lie, cheat, steal, you are not free. You are a slave to conditions outside yourself. But when you act from the moral law, even if it costs you, then you are free, because you act as a sovereign soul, governed only by reason. So, is freedom an illusion? To the scientist observing neurons, perhaps yes. To the determinist tracing chains of cause and effect, perhaps yes. But to the person who chooses to help instead of harm, to the individual who resists temptation for the sake of principle, to you as a moral agent, freedom is not an illusion. It is your birthright. And even if we can never see freedom with our senses, Kant reminds us, it is not found in the data of science. It is found in the dignity of the will. You are free, not because you are uncaused, but because you can cause yourself to follow what is right. This is a deeper freedom, a harder freedom. But it is the only one worth having. Immanuel Kant didn't give us easy answers. He gave us frameworks. He taught us to think not just about the world, but from within it. His philosophy invites you to rise above instinct, to stop asking, "What do I want?" and begin asking, "What is right?" In a world that often glorifies indulgence and mocks self-restraint, Kant's voice still echoes, "You are more than a machine. You are a moral being, and freedom is not your license, it is your law." So the next time you make a choice, however small, ask yourself, am I acting freely or merely reacting? That single moment of reflection might be your most powerful act of freedom yet. This has been Chronicles of Legends, where we don't just study ideas, we awaken the minds that dared to think them. Like, comment and share if you found value in today's journey. And remember, freedom begins not with rebellion, but with reason.